A shed update, and ladies and gentlemen, I actually only have one thing that I'm adding to the Ark, and we will get to that in just a moment. But as the curator of the Ark itself, I have to do a little bit of housekeeping. And when I say housekeeping, it's a lot of it's restacking some things and making everything tip-top shape. Well, anyway, if you notice that I finished the F4 Wildcat by Tamaya on the workbench videos, this is actually box and parts, and normally I put these empty boxes with sprues in the attic. I have quite a collection of empty boxes, which a lot of them I want to say resell. I'll actually trade them off. Sometimes people need the box, they get back hits, do a lot of trading and all that. But anyway, I have parts to the Wildcat down there on the bottom, and I'm going to actually fill this back up and put the Wildcat in side Ark. So it's almost a complete kit, and I'll try to I gotta dig that out later on today. But anyway, we'll be adding a Tamaya Wildcat again to the Ark. But anyway, a lot of y'all don't see up here often. Sometimes I kind of a little ahead of myself here, but anyway, if you ever noticed airplanes, and then goes tanks, or excuse me, helicopters. I try to do a little bit of the movie stuff on the top shelf there. Figures, everything from 35th to 16th, even 1/8. And then we go basically more 35th armor, pretty much double stacked. And then of course automobiles. Try to keep most of the movie stuff on top. And then of course I call it miscellaneous, and then ships. And when I say miscellaneous, that's motorcycles and whatnot. But anyway, that is the attic of the Ark. I'm gonna watch myself here, or I'm gonna bust my ass. Don't want to slide down the steps. One thing about housekeeping inside the Ark is this is antenna controls instructions. Now, I don't normally keep light kits inside the Ark. That's more of an inside the house workbench type collectible, but not really a collectible. It's kind of more of a you keep it you're going to use it, so you really don't need to put it in the Ark. I do have one electronic, and that's there. I really don't want to dig it out if you can actually see it. This is actually Mr. Engineer's light kit for the Battlestar Viper, and his light kit is one of the fanciest ones I've seen, because it's got like 3 or 4 different modes. You can make I want to say this Viper and the Mark 7. It was just phenomenal what he came up with. But anyway, that's it. But anyway, I didn't have anything antenna controls. I thought, well, I gotta add something from Ralph from Antenna Controls to the Ark. So I thought, well, I did this. This one is for the 18-inch Enterprise, but I got that in the 350 that I'm building for a gentleman. So I will add antenna control instructions, which is the closest thing we can get to a antenna control product to the Ark. So anyway, adding that. Up next, and the only thing that I did get this week is an Atlantis Models vacuum form base. Now this is a crop circle base, which I thought was very unique, and I really wanted it. I thought it was just odd. It's pretty thick too. I mean, it's just a nice design. I mean, endless possibilities what you could do to it. Even make your own if you wanted to do that way. But anyway, Atlantis came out with their little UFO series. That's kind of what that's supposed to do. You can put the ship on it, but you don't necessarily have to use the crop circles, for that. You can use them for, figures, 35th, 72nd. But if you haven't seen the Atlantis saucers, all those right there, and you could also use, for the testers ones, Pegasus, the Hand in Hell, which Revell is going to be doing a reissue of that kit, which I'm looking forward to it, because I'm actually going to buy 2, because that is actually an empty box, and I'm going to take the Revell kit and I'm going to throw it in that one. I'll have a Hand and Head complete kit, and then a Revell one is my game plan of what I want to do. But anyway, it's endless of what you could do with the vacuum form base. You could probably even get you some astronauts there and put on there. It's just almost endless what you do. World War II, it's just a lot of stuff you can do to it. But anyway, I really wanted it. The only thing I was kind of not really disappointed. Just it wasn't poly bagged, and I thought maybe there'd be a header for it, like the old God, where is it? Do I even have it? I know I got it somewhere. The old sci-fi miniature, they used to have poly, kind of like that. Vacuum form kit, sci-fi miniatures used to have it poly bagged with a little header bar. I always thought that was just, I think it looks cool. But anyway, the only thing I have to add to the Ark is the crop circles. I thought that would make a unique addition to, well, here we go. What's that from? Eagle Talons. You know, it's something like that. But anyway, I wanna put it in the bag, and I'll put the Atlantis thing on the back so everyone knows what it is. But anyway, we're adding a crop circle vacuum form base to the Ark. So that's what I have got going on today. We are going upstairs doing a little housekeeping, putting a Tamiya Wildcat up inside the attic of the Ark. We are adding a tin of control instructions, and of course we are adding a crop circle vacuum form base to the Ark. So that's what we got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.